engage with me, and we'll hold, and then we'll go down.
Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today we are discussing legs. Legs was a big topic while I was in the gym. I'm sure you boys and girls know what leg day means in your calendar, but this is a different type of leg day. I wish it was that type of leg day back then. What I didn't realise is the physios always had a plan, and there was a process to get the most important parts active and working sooner rather than other parts. So as I mentioned before, we were working on hands, arms and getting those strengthened up, and the reason for that was to enable me to have some independency, to allow me to do things like pick up a knife and fork, as I've mentioned before, eat myself, do my basic things like brush my teeth, etc., to just give me that bit of independency and not feel like someone has to always help me. So once those were starting to fire up, shall we say, those particular muscles, the next step was to start firing up my leg muscles, which were again very weak, almost non-existent in terms of strength. So the next step literally was to strengthen those muscles up to help me then go towards that process of walking in the future, which obviously thinking back now, I realised that was what they were trying to do. At that time, every other day it was a case of, oh my god, this again. But now you can look back and laugh.
And then we'll go up again. So yeah, I saw the muscles there. Did you see that?
Yep, that was her being shocked. She saw the muscles firing up. She's like, huh? What? After a couple of weeks, the muscles, you can obviously sometimes see the tension in the muscles sometimes twitching when they're trying to make it work. So it might look like on my face, I'm just daydreaming, because I probably am, but I am trying to fire up my muscles there.
And let's push down. Good. I just have to make those notes. Alright, and again, let's go up.
So you may have noticed in that previous clip they were strengthening my right leg, even though that was being amputated. They didn't know what element of it's going to be amputated, but I think they knew it's going to be below knee. Left leg, they didn't know whether it's going to be toes or the whole foot, but even so they were strengthening all the muscles. They wanted to make sure we're ready for the best case scenario in case they are keeping more rather than losing more. So they used to do the same exercises on both legs, either until I was absolutely knackered or pissed off and just tell them to leave me alone. I mean, I won't lie, there were some days where I would cheat and be like, no, football's on, I can't do it today, or family's coming today, friends are coming, can't do physio today, and then I'll be telling friends and family to come at certain times, me cheating a little bit. Look, I was still human, yeah. So as we miss gym days sometimes, which you shouldn't do, I was missing physios now and again. As I mentioned before, each particular movement and exercise they're doing with me was for the purpose of having that end goal in mind, which was me walking again, whether that be with one foot, no feet, some toes, whatever it may be. So they were always working towards a particular goal, make sure I was gonna walk. So this exercise she's doing here, bending my leg, is actually something we do every day. I mean, you're sitting there right now, while you're sitting there watching this video, just lift your leg up to your chest and bend your leg a little bit. This is something that we do day in, day out, every day. When you're walking, what you do, you lift your leg up to then move it forward, put it down, and do the same with the alternative leg, and that's what you keep doing to walk. Now you realise, oh yeah, that is what we do. But at that point, it's like step-by-step process to get me to that point. And then the glutes, right? Glutes are so important. I couldn't obviously do the normal exercises that you do to do glutes. So we are moving my leg in and out. So usually boys and girls do their glutes to get those bundas, right? I was not doing my glutes to do my bundas. I was doing my glutes to fire them up and just get me walking again. But I tell you what, you realise how important those glutes exercises are, because in the gym now, Jermaine today was making me do a particular exercise similar to that, with something in between my legs and me shifting my legs in and out, and oh my god, my glutes were firing. So that's that, guys. That's legs done. And it's funny, you think about now, as I just mentioned before, you think about now, you think, wow, why was I doing that? And it all makes sense. Okay, so that was what I was doing. I mean, even watching the videos now, I think back to myself, okay, oh right, so that's why they used to have a go at me for missing those days, and they wanted to get those muscles activated. And even now, even though my muscles are activated, they're nowhere near the strength they should be or they were before. And that's why I'm still unsteady on my feet when I'm walking, still haven't got my balance, still using a walking stick. So getting to full strength means I'll be able to walk again normally, and you actually won't even realise I've got a prosthetic leg on or anything wrong with my legs. But like I said before as well, it's all a process. So for them and for physio, the most important thing is for you to walk out. So walking out now, I can now constrain my arm, getting the legs a bit better in terms of I won't have the basic prosthetic anymore, and generally just improve the fitment that I have on my leg, because the first leg they make is very much a tester leg, so that's not great. So they've got to improve that. I already had my first appointment, that's been improved, and little adjustments they've made so far has already made a big difference the last couple of days, touch wood. And before I leave you boys and girls, what I just wanted to say is, we all have those days where we're not motivated to get out of bed, or we're thinking, right, why am I doing this? I just want to not do cardio, I want to jump straight onto weights, or I don't want to do weights today, I want to do just cardio. Or you may have a PT like I do, they're telling you to do certain exercises, you're thinking, why do they tell me to do that? Why am I doing this now? This is what I'm trying to achieve. These specialists know what they're doing. There's always an end goal. They have that end goal in mind and they're building up towards that, so be patient. And for those that are even looking for that first step onto, for example, want to start running. I know running is something a lot of people stay away from because they're scared they can't run, out of breath, pain. Take it step by step. Literally can't say any phrases anymore, but do literally take it step by step. Start by walking on a treadmill, then maybe start running for a few seconds. Those seconds turn into minutes, those minutes turn into more minutes, and eventually those minutes turn into half an hour and an hour runs, and before you know it, you're taking those kilometers and miles in your stride. So yeah, stick to it, guys, and look, I'll leave you at that. Thank you again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share my videos as always. Especially share with those people who are having a battle at the moment, and that could be some sort of inspiration to someone who's been through it, and those who may be thinking why they're doing certain things at the moment. Like I said, there's an end goal, and stick to it, people. Stick to it. Catch up soon.